ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Well, I remember being a kid, and I remember going to see The View, and I remember walking outside and bumping right into our next guest standing outside in the street in New York, and she was so kind and generous, and watching her every single morning at 11 o'clock at that time, and now at 10 o'clock right here in New York City at Fox 5 or wherever you're in. She's in 98% of the country right now and growing, and she's now an Emmy-nominated talk show host for her own talk show, Emmy winner, NAACP winner, the one and only, the incredible Miss Sherri Shepherd is here.
Hi.
You're here.
Oh my gosh, I am here. I'm so excited.
I am such a fan of what you do. There is no one on television who is authentic and lovely and makes you feel like you're just a friend of mine, like watching you every single morning.
I appreciate that. I'm like, when I tell you it's surreal and I'm having the best time. That's what happens, I guess, when your dream comes true.
I hear that. And isn't that the most amazing thing? Congrats, this is brand new news. Your show is nominated. You're nominated for Best Talk Show Host for the Daytime Emmys.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. I was screaming. I couldn't even believe it. I sat on the couch and I watched it over and over again. And I was just like, oh man, I'm nominated for an Emmy as a host. It's surreal.
It's surreal. So everyone, the show is on. Everyone's watching it. You are the #1 new talk show rated show. You're renewed for 2 more seasons. I mean, we're stuck with you. We're keeping you. You're ours now.
It just I'm very thankful because I feel like, wow, what I'm doing and what I set out, what I envisioned is working. People are liking it. I feel like we're going through so much right now. I'm going to close this door because I'm at my studio and they're playing the Sherri show right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
I can hear myself. I was like, who is that girl screaming? That's me. They're playing my show over there, and I'm like, that's me screaming. Oh, I'm loud. But it is, it feels like, oh wow, okay, this is working. People need joy. They need laughter and just to kind of and if I can provide that, that makes me so happy.
Well, if you want to go to the show or you want to see all the updates and everything that's going on, go to sherryshowtv.com, including if you're in Delaware, if you're in Pennsylvania, or you're here in Jersey with me, you need to get your tickets for Two Funny Mamas Live.
Yay!
The State Theater in New Brunswick is such a beautiful, beautiful space.
You go really?
There. Yes, you have a little dinner, you have a little drink, you see the show. It's such a beautiful city.
Oh, wow. We can't wait, Kym and I. We've never been there. And we decided our podcast, we just won our 2nd NAACP Image Award for a podcast that I created because so many people were saying no to me when I would pitch a talk show. And I said, why am I waiting for permission? Let me do my own podcast. And we just decided it's going so well. Let's go on the road. We're both stand-up comics and we work together all the time. So let's go and make people laugh together.
Well, you need to get your tickets now because your shows sell out. The City Winery series is, talk about a beautiful space to see a show.
It's gorgeous.
Sold out. So get your tickets right now because the two of you together, that's a powerful show.
It's great. We've been friends for close to 30 years, Kym and I. When we were struggling comics, struggling actresses, we lived across the street from each other and we had no furniture in our respective apartments. So it's really nice to 30 years later be able to go, wow, you're on a hit sitcom, you're on a talk show, let's hit the road together. It's nice.
Well, I love it. It's going to be a great night. And while you're here, do you mind a quick walk down memory lane? I looked you up. You almost have 100 IMDb credits, 100 television shows, movies, almost 100, starting way back with this right here.
Oh my gosh,
Cleghorn, which on WB, and I see, and then you and the incredible Jamie Foxx, of course.
Yes.
And then as a kid growing up, we loved Less Than Perfect and this cast. And your show on Lifetime, Sherri, and you and Tracy on 30 Rock is
30 Rock.
And we love How You Met Your Mother moments.
Yes.
If you're a mom and you're about to go see her do stand-up, I'm sure your kids have
Madagascar plays the mom.
And then, of course, you know, all of the ladies of The View, starting on talk shows and being next to Barbara Walters and that legacy that you've had there. What do you think that experience and working with her has taught you now that you stand and host your own show with your own name in front of your own audience every day?
Oh, you know, this is the time that I like selfishly wish that Barbara was alive, because I would love to like just go to her penthouse apartment and sit on the couch and soak up her knowledge, but to also say, Barbara, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Barbara was tough on me at The View, but what I learned was, so I use here, she taught me how to be curious about people. She taught me how to be a fan of people, you know. And so when people sit on the couch, the guests, I am such a fan. I want to give them their flowers. She taught me how to read a prompter. I'm a prompter queen. I can read a prompter and I can do it usually in one take. And so I put everything in the prompter, and she taught me how to read a prompter, but make it look like I'm casually talking to you. That was one of the things. And she just taught me to commit and be bold and be fearless and to take risks. So she taught me so much. And I would love to be able to just sit down and hold her hand and say, Barbara, thank you so much for what you've done for me, because you're one of the reasons why I am nominated for an Emmy for Best Talk Show Host. And you're one of the reasons why I got renewed for 2 seasons. You know, that's a Barbara Walter thing.
Well, it's a Sherri Shepherd thing too now, because you are creating the next generation of comedians, actresses, talk show hosts, mothers, people. You are such an inspiration for us, and you give so much back on your show every single day. If it's new comedians, if it's women-run businesses, was that something conscious where you said, we're going to create a show and I really want to showcase and be a place for people to get their leg up, to get their light shine? You're such a reputation for helping so many people in this business.
Oh, thank you. It literally was my best friend, John Murray, who is an entertainment journalist. And when we sat down and I said, you got to take this journey with me because I can't do it myself. We really had this vision. I said, I want people to feel seen. I want people who don't have a platform to be able to get on this show and have a platform. And the talk show world is it's a brutal world. You know that. It's hard to get, it's very, very difficult to get booked on a talk show. Not because we don't love you, it's because of ratings. If we don't get the ratings, we don't stay on the air. And people who get the ratings are usually big names. So how can we slide in there and showcase some folks who would not normally be able to sit on a couch? With me, I'm a comedian, so I wanted to feature comedians on the show. So that's my Laugh Lounge. I'm really wanted to inspire women, especially women of a certain age, because, you know, I wanted them to feel seen. So, gosh, we got sponsorship to create a She's the Boss segment. So that was just always my vision and what I stuck with, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, it is sure working. And it's so great to see. You have such a show where you mix pop culture personalities, famous people, and then people who are just doing great, amazing things. I wonder if little Sherri in Chicago would have ever thought that she would have a talk show and then this would happen on the set of the show.
Oh my gosh, Janet Jackson. I'm literally, I said to myself, I said, okay, I fangirled out. I cried. When Janet Jackson says, oh, you're crying, and she wipes a tear from your eye and she puts her hand on the side of your face, can you not just go to heaven? So I said, if I was to meet Janet now, Sherri, can you act like you got some sense? I hope I can. Now I just want to meet Janet and go, hey girl, what's going on? I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it off.
They're some of the best moments. It was when Prince surprised you, when Janet surprises you. This just like you said, you get to be on the couch, you represent the fans. And I think that's what we love, is that we're watching our favorite people through your eyes and you make us feel like we're sitting there right next to you. So when we go see you do stand-up and you do your stand-up routine, what is a night out with Sherri Shepherd on stage doing stand-up? What is your stand-up about? What can we expect, especially when you and Kym are together?
Well, you know, we get on stage together. We're both mothers, so we both have sons. So we're talking about that. Her son is 11, mine is 18 now. So you know, when you was 18, what you was going through. Hormones.
Big. He's so big. Jeffrey's so big.
Got a girlfriend. His girlfriend said to me the other day, they were on FaceTime because they do FaceTime now. And in the middle of her saying, you know, I love you, and him going, I love you. And I'm like, okay, y'all 18. What's the love thing? Hey, Sherri, I think she was trying to impress me. She goes, I love your wig. And I said, what? And she goes, I love your wig. It's great. And I'm going, I got another woman
Yes.
I'm competing with.
Yes. Is some of that real life pieces and advice and your journey part of your stand-up night?
Yeah, it's like me being single, dating, what I'm going through in life. Same thing with Kym, she's single, our kids, how we're dealing with, just basic things we go through in life. And then we get on stage together and talk, which is hysterical, funny, like we do on our podcast.
Oh, that has got to be a moment. Sherri, if you could figure out how to be single and date, teach us. Please help us all.
I've not figured it out yet. I'm just having fun.
Oh, good. Me too. I like that.
See?
I'm booed up. I can't say that on here. Yeah, in trouble. So 2 more seasons left to come, plus many more. I'm sure we're going to be seeing Sherri for a long time. What are your goals? What do you hope to keep growing and showcasing? And what's next? You've done, 90 something credits, television and more television and more movies and everything. What can we see? What's next on your bucket list of things for you to do?
You sound like Oprah Winfrey. When I talk to her on the phone, which is surreal to be able to say when I talk to Oprah on the phone, but that's the same. Oprah was like, now you've set out, you've proven that you're funny, that you want people to feel better, that your show is a success. What are you going to do for the next season? How are you going to make it different? And I was like, I don't know. She said, well, you need to think about that. So now we're trying to figure out, we're having meetings on how do we do different things during the second season? How do we make what's great even better? I love pop culture, so I want to bring more pop culture into it, which means more time to sit on the couch and talk. But I love celebrities. I want more celebrities to come. I texted Kira Sedgwick and I said, can you bring Kevin Bacon on the show so I can talk? I work with both of you. I would love to talk to you guys together. And more, I don't know. We're like, the sky's the limit, I feel like.
The sky is the limit, and you've only just begun. And now underneath my show, it's going to say, Sherri Shepherd said, you sound like Oprah. That's it. I'm taking that tagline and running. And you somehow find time to do acting and television, like The Secret Life of College Girls or Harlem, with this lineup of people, including yourself, that's going to be on this season. How do you balance it all? How do we balance it all? Can you give us a little tidbit of advice?
Wow, I do meditation when I first wake up just to calm myself. And then I do gratitude prayers where I just say what I'm thankful for. And I go, Sherri, just have fun. Like, that's what you're giving people. So it's not work to me. I love what I do because you know what the alternative is, when you're just sitting there all day going, gosh, when's the next job coming in? So I'm so thankful that I'm booked and I'm busy, because it means I'm working and I'm get to do what I love. So I don't know, it's a lot of that, but I love what I'm doing. So I don't feel like I'm out of whack in my balance area, if that makes any sense.
Yes, it's contagious, and we love to watch it, and you make us feel good every single morning. So wherever you are, make sure that every single morning, every day, you're watching Sherri. I'll check your local listings and check it out. And then make sure, if you're in the area, New Brunswick, New Jersey,
Yes.
Pennsylvania, Delaware, Kym and Sherri are coming. It's the perfect idea for Mother's Day. It's the perfect idea. Girlfriends night out, friends night out,
Yes.
have a drink, have some dinner, and go enjoy. Go to sherrishowtv.com and make sure you get your tickets quick, because they go. It's such an honor. I am such a fan. And
well, thank you for having me on. I so appreciate you.
Oh, and I so appreciate you. And May 19th, I'm gonna have to get a group together, and I'll see you in New Brunswick.
Oh, yeah, please.
That's happening.
Come back. We gotta give you a big hug.
I can't wait to give you a big hug. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you.
Thank you.